Bam, bam, bam. We're back. Good Lord. It seems that we are back. Back again. Back in chat. Hello, everyone. How you doing? Last stream save file was corrupted. So hooray. So we went back 10 years. We finished in 1179, but now we are back in 1169. Was it accidental? I'm pretty sure it was. I didn't fucking mean to do it. So. Wonderful! We're back! We need to take all this crap again. Which is fine, because we're gonna... You know, we had taken most of Iberia at that point. We'll do it all over again. I am the Lionheart. My heir. Ooh, my heir is quite good, isn't he? Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a big boy. Big boy. Second son. It's alright. Okay, so let's just continue fighting for, you know, everything. Okay, there's a plague there, which started in 1167. Oh, in Azilla. The conquest I studied in my master's degree, taken by Portugal in 1471. Oh, pledged the Great Holy War. Oh. Fighting in Maghreb. Oh, right, we're doing that. Guess we're doing Maghreb in 10 years. Oh, fucking hell. Jeez Louise, come on. Became friends with that guy. Laughter echoes through the halls. Odd, given that Amira Lamara's evil still rage outside. To grab my steward, Thomas. What's so funny? He grins. Physicians say illness comes from bad mood, so we're laughing it away. Ridiculous. Ridiculous! Unhand me, sir. Get your hands off my penis. Oh, we haven't taken stuff. Oh, I'm quite pissed about this. Oh, Crusade in a few days. Who is our dude? Who are we putting in charge? Let's do this guy instead. There we go. That guy instead. Oh! Ines! Lovely. Oh, there goes the Crusade. It's all still plague, so... Not doing anything until the plague goes. Legendary tipple. Oh. Thomas continues to jot down more and more tales from the Dragon Slayer until suddenly he pauses, a sly smile on his lips. Now, I did hear one rather interesting story, he begins slowly, of a certain drinking contest at a no-go of all things. How mightily our hero did to be able to drink such creature under the table. Perhaps the demonstration will let me truly appreciate such a feat. I don't know where this tall tale came from, but a certain amount of pride begins to prickle. Get me a bottle and I'll prove it. Happen, you best believe it. It's a terrible cold right now. 99% chance I succeed, yeah. What's my legend going? Okay. Doing pretty well, I'd say. Chancellor died. Sure, Beckett can be my Chancellor. Though it didn't end well for him in real life. Plague gone? No, Plague is still here. Plague is now subsiding. Plague is subsiding, so we shall do what we do best and fight a war, or in this case a crusade, because this is Crusader Kings. So, you know, kinda gotta do that. Gotta do some crusading once in a while. I want to go there and land. Go by sea. By sea we shall arrive and start sieging stuff. Sieging by sea. Now the Luzobarani advancements. Luzobarani scholars have long devoted themselves to the study of medicine. Now the polymath Assas is seeking to join my court, but he has recently been exiled from my foe Walil Dil Hal Dawala's court for undisclosed transgression. Hello, Shiku. Yeah, going back 10 years, sadly. I've learned much, he says, from the works of Al-Zarawi and Ibn Sina that have improved upon their techniques. I can remove cataracts and boils and treat diseases previously thought untreatable. She urges me not to replace her, but she is... I mean, I think having a physician... Yeah, she's terrible. And having a physician that has a faltering heart and the withering mind and is infirm, I think. Yeah. I think he's going to come out. A new physician. A lot of prestige, but I do have the prestige to spend. So, can I reform culture? 1176, okay. Hello, Obediences. Hail! Hail and well met, my liege. Good, good. Someone has good manners. Love to see it. All hail the Crusader King. Clemon Salamanca. Cheeky fucker. Now Albino as well.
Oh, my leg's giving me jip again. Blessed thing.
Blessed thing. Ah, it's only an historical fact. So, European involvement in Morocco started fairly early. Morocco ended up being colonized until rather late in the 20th century. It was colonized partially by France, partially by Spain. But Portugal started it first. Portugal began its adventure overseas in Morocco. It took Ceuta over here, this city here. So these are the Straits of Gibraltar, that's the Rock of Gibraltar. Ceuta's on the other side. It allows easy access and control of the straits. Portugal took that in 1415. Spain will only take bits of Algeria here, starting in 1497, so we had quite an advantage there. And Portugal will continue taking stuff like Tangier, Azilla. It'll take a bunch of stuff. Oh great, a new plague. It'll take a bunch of stuff, and it'll create kind of a protectorate around these areas. In Safi and other areas, create a protectorate in the late 15th and early 16th centuries. Portuguese presence in Morocco lasts until very late, much later than people would think. The main campaigns are in the 15th and early 16th centuries, but the Portuguese keep a presence in Morocco until 1769 in a town over here called Mazagal, modern-day El Jadida. Portuguese stay there until 1769. Kind of forgot. What happens when the Portuguese finally remember they have that town? The Portuguese just go, oh right, we have that town. Yeah. Get the people from there and send them to Brazil. So they just go colonize the Amazon. Essentially, that's what happens. Don't they still have military stations there? Yeah, Ceuta belongs to Spain to this day. Ceuta and Melilla. Melilla's over here. Yeah, it's here. So they have this, and they have that. Whilst the Brits have Gibraltar. Look at these idiots attacking me. No. We just won. Didn't even need to... Yeah. They were so excitedly fighting me, but... No point, because we put Vivar on the throne. And he will marry my daughter. There you go. A good alliance. Good boy. Good lad. Okay, the plague's over there. I mean, it's a bit on my land, but it's fine. Who's fighting here? What are you fighting for? Counterman the Hidl of Calatayud in the war against Syrian even Infante Manrique. Oh. Well, let's take this over. That. Who's suffering from peasant revolt? Absolute idiot. Go, go, go before they lose the siege. Well done. And now we take Valencia. Valencia! Help my boys take care of the old peasantinos. And now we take Valencia. Oh good, they're coming to me. They're coming to die. Lovely. I love it when they make it easy. Not an artifact, but it's probably dog shit. My son has come of age. Okay. Let's get him a grand wedding, shall we? After this wall's done, obviously. Okay. And right there. Sack that. We'll sack Majorca. That was not enough. So we'll go sack that, which is in Bejaia. Interesting. Yeah, but our family on the throne. Oh, they took the Canaries as well, and Madeira. Oh, interesting. Who owns it? A Franconia, German. A German in the Canaries and Madeira. Peasants already. Yes, he is. As expected. That. And I will go help him fight the peasants. He's literally losing now. Go fight the peasants. My son can marry. We can ransom some peeps. Was that a joke on German tourists? I mean, it does make some sense that they would be in the Canaries and Madeira. Less sense that they rule it, but visiting makes sense. Oh, there they are. Duchess Sophie of the Canaries. Who are the lords? So that's a Gaelic guy, so, you know, Brit. And then she has that as well. And she's Occitan, she's French. So Brits, French, and Germans. Seems about right. Look at my big army, just bonk. Annihilating the peasants. We go kill them over there. Imprison criminals. Failed to treat kin. Huh. Right, I do have to handle this now. Okay, doesn't want to do that. Sure. Why not? Ah, nature's traps. I heard tell that on your travels you encountered quite a set of challenges. My cautious nod seems encouraging. I had heard that you nearly fell victim to a stinking, sucking bog. They said you had to fight your way free, that if your strength had failed, you would have perished. He looks at me expectantly. It was nothing for a man of my stature. Nature's Bane, new nickname. The strength of you was such that even nature itself came to your will. I quite liked having the Lionheart. Oh well. A braid of French and a German sound like a beginning of a joke on national stereotypes. Your voice is a bit low compared to the game. My voice is low again? The game is so low. Hello? Hello? Is my voice better now? Do I sound better now? Or is it just this crappy? I keep lowering the bloody game sound. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, good, isn't jail. Can't provoke his title. That's better. Thank you. I'm gonna burn him at stake. I'll do that. And then will his air convert? Are you gonna convert? I will not bargain for your soul. In prison you go. Look away, everyone. Look away. Look away. Oh, it gave me stress, which is the lesson. Do I have justice? Expose a secret. Expose a secret. Immediately. I'm not stressed anymore. Expose someone's secret. It's fine. Someone's fucking their granny. It's fine. I'm no longer stressed. That doesn't stress me for some reason. That's no longer as stressful as I thought. Okay. Oh my god, the family never ends. Keep having to arrest and murder these people. Okay, you. Who is your heir? You have more people to inherit. Jesus. Going through this entire family tree. A fight. Good. Good. Now we have a fight on our hands. Charge! Goody. Money, 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 money. Go. Banish? No. Can't banish. Chop, chop. Okay, who's the heir? My god, the family never ends. Jesus Christ. Let the Duke arrest him. I'm tired of killing his family. Nobody's got time for that. Nobody has time to be killing all these people. There's war to be, done. We have wars we need to do. We have to eradicate these guys. They are our hated foes for some reason. Bloody hate them. We want them all dead. Very, very dead. Oh, Viking cheese. I stop at a roadside stall selling some simple foods. The trader Fruella plies me with different wares before reaching below the store and bringing out a carved wooden box. For you, my liege. This is the finest cheese in all the realm. He pushes the small box into my hand, leans in, and whispers conspiratorially. It was crafted by cheese-making Vikings here in Iberia. Despite this bizarre comment, the cheese is incredibly good. I accept your cheese, but not your ridiculous story. I must find these cheese Vikings. Yes, let's go. Love me some cheesy Vikings. Viking cheese. A scrawny-looking woman is brought before me. However, the pathetic woman in front of me barely looks like a cheesemaker, let alone a Viking. I'm truly sorry, but I'm not really a Viking. It's just a light help with selling the cheese. She sputters. Oh well, at least the mystery's solved. I want half your profits and half your cheese. There we go. Give me your cheese. Gromit.
Gotcha. It's a dungeon for you, sonny.
Ooh, history of cheese? I don't think I know anything about the history of cheese. Why am I not getting my 3 months? I don't have my siege engines. Okay, well, I don't have them. I don't think I know anything about the history of cheese, but let's see. We have to think. Stone forts, that's good. We're doing hoardings. Don't we have artillery? Station any hold. Oh, there they are. Fuck's sakes. Bugger me with a spear. Bugger me with a spear. Okay, we can fight. Turn around. Any food history? Let me have a snack. Let me think. Food history. I do have food history, I think. Food facts. So you know how... Oh, catching. Thieves of Myth. You picked the wrong castle, fool! Screams my marshal as he threatens the frightened intruder with the sword. To further pressure from my marshal, the young man explains that he is part of a large criminal organization originating from the type of Majorca and commanded by the dreaded Gomes, the king of thieves. So you're trying to set up and you thieves get right under my nose, eh? I ask, to which the thief merely nods. He's willing to exchange further information for his life. Realm isn't big enough for 2 kings. Let the thief go in exchange for the location of their leader, then set off on a quest to defeat them and learn the title of the Thief Slayer. Well, for me, disrupt the life of Majorca. Who your accomplices are. Food facts. So, you know how potatoes are not originally from Europe, right? There's a bunch of things. There is a thing called the Columbian Exchange, which happens after Columbus reaches the Americas in 1492. And then he comes back to Europe in the next year. The Columbian Exchange is the exchange between the Old World, so essentially Europe, Africa, and Asia, and the Americas. That involves a lot of things, but people usually refer to it as in the sense that it means food. So crops are brought to Europe, and Europe sends crops over as well. A lot of stuff goes both ways, like diseases, but crops are fun too. So essentially in Europe we get stuff like pumpkins, we get potatoes, we get corn, maize, because we did have other types of corn, and we did have other types of potato, though not the kinds of potato that you should eat, and the ones we do eat today. We also get tomato. So if you imagine it, it's really an interesting thing to contemplate. But Italy in the 15th century, Italy throughout its entire history up until the early 16th century, would have no tomatoes. So there would be essentially no pizza. Even if they had it, I don't think they did. I think it's a 19th century invention, old pizza. But yeah, no tomatoes. Can you imagine Italy without tomato sauce? Because I cannot. So yeah, food does have its history. It's transported to a lot of places. Like in the 15th century, Portugal starts growing sugar in Madeira. Sugar, of course, comes from originally from Asia, I believe, and then is grown in a few places in the Mediterranean. I think Crete is one of them, Sicily as well. Essentially, it's brought over by Muslims, and it's also brought to the south of the Iberian Peninsula, and the Portuguese will take it to Madeira. And this small island here becomes the largest producer of sugar during most of the 15th century and up into the early 16th century. This tiny little island here is enough to supply the courts of Europe with precious, precious sugar. And sugar is valuable enough that at some point the kings of Portugal use sugar to pay debts. So instead of like giving someone money, they just give them literally boxes full of sugar. Fun in it. So that's your food facts. Food facts. Okay, what candies did I get? Arena and Avaroche. Do I have any members of my family I can give this to? Not my heir. Right, this guy, yeah. Come to court. One question, yes. Shoot. I think Roman legionaries got paid in salt, and from that we have the word salary. Exactly, they did, yeah. They had a salt ration. They had a ration of salt. I'm gonna give this guy that. And now we fight these guys again. No, not tribute. Can we do... Now we take everything. I believe there was a place in south Sweden which during medieval times made big money by exporting fish during Lent. There's a lot of places like that, it's interesting. There's a whole thing about these islands in the Arctic. Like the Faroe Islands are important over there, the Hebrides as well, but other ones further north like Svalbard and stuff like that, Iceland to a point, Greenland as well, are places where fishermen from Scandinavia, from Britain, from the Netherlands as well, they set up camp during the summer, they fish as much as they can, and then in the winter they just go back home. They established temporary fishing colonies in islands around the Arctic, which I find pretty interesting, pretty cool. Fish, man. You just have to think that Portugal, which does not have any cod in its waters, has cod as one of its national dishes, essentially. And it all comes from the Arctic and the North Atlantic there. It's just really cool. Pretty cool. Got him. In fact, Columbus married Bartolomeu Perestrela's daughter. Is it meaningful to his possible Portuguese heritage of social importance? No. It is not. So, the Perestrelos are themselves of Italian descent. So it does make some sense that a guy who comes from Genoa, establishes himself in Portugal like Columbus did for a while, will marry someone that is more connected to him. The Perestrelos were Italian in origin. It does make some sense. He also established himself there because there's contact, because the Genoese, like he was, are established there as well. There's a lot of commercial houses from Florence, from Genoa, from Pisa and other places established in Portugal during the 15th century. There's a lot of contacts. That's how Columbus gets to Portugal in the first place. He's a merchant. So he just marries a lady who is part of a small noble house of Italian origin. Wasn't half of Columbus's crew Jewish? That's the thing with crews at this time. There's people from all over. When you look at, and there's a crew we know quite well, which is Magellan's. So for the circumnavigation trip, 1519 to 1521-22, his crew includes people from all over. It has Portuguese sailors, Castilians, Aragonese. That's all normal because it's a Spanish trip. But then it has like Italians, I think it has some Polish guys as well, Germans, French. It has people from all over. Because that's the whole thing. You go where you find a job. And that's a good job. So you have people from all over. And the test that they did to his bones recently point that he came from this area. People immediately said, no, yeah, he's from Aragon. He's a Jew from Aragon, which is a stupid conclusion to take from the evidence that they showed us. It just says that he's from the Western Mediterranean, around these parts. Sure, probably has some Jewish-related heritage. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? It's Europe in the 15th century. Makes sense. Also makes sense with an Italian origin for him, which is something that people tried to say wasn't true, but it completely scuppered all theories that he was Portuguese, by the by. Those tests they did, so that was funny. That was incredibly funny. To me, at least. This guy at that. And then I can make titles, yes? Yes, I can. More the titles. That. I'll make the kingdom at some point, but just... It's... I know, only 125 cash, that's fine. Fine then. Too many held duchies, I am aware. I'll give this small child... The small Galician child, I'll give him... Belgium. Enjoy. And then my broski over here... I'll give him... Medellin. And then I'll give him the duchy as well. This to other folks. Castilian. I'm gonna need your thing. So. And this we'll give him to Castilian as well. History teacher claimed that the day before Columbus's departure was the last day for the Jews to leave the country. I don't know the exact date, but things do coincide. 1492 is a particularly important year in Iberia. It is the year that Granada gets taken over by the monarchs of Castile and Aragon, Isabella and Fernando, the Catholic monarchs. It is the year that the Jews are kicked out of Spain as well. Most of them go into Portugal at that point. They will get kicked out or forced to convert a few years later as well, but at that point they do move in large numbers to Portugal. And 1492 is the year where they also allow and sponsor Columbus's trip to the west, hoping to get to China and Japan, which obviously he doesn't get to, even though when he dies he is fully convinced he reached China. It's a plan he tried to sell in Portugal twice, but the Portuguese were going around Africa. They were going around the coast of Africa, and they knew that they could get to Asia this way. It was just a matter of time, but... Yeah, Columbus was like, no, the Earth is much smaller than we thought. It's not. It's considerably bigger than he thought it was. It was. That's why it was lost at sea for so long. Okay, now you can have The duchy. There we go. Ah, looking chunky Castile. Chunky Castile. No, they were Italian. Yeah, Brustril, yeah. I believe so. I wrote about that many years ago. Many moons. He also claimed that people thought that Japan was full of Jews. Did he? I mean, he was a monster, by the way, Columbus. It gets to a point where enough is enough. He was so brutal when he started establishing the colonies in the Caribbean that the kings of Castile and Aragon just told him, nah, this guy's too bad. Bring him back. He's pissing everyone off. He's murdering the natives. He's bullying the colonists. Bring him back. Imagine how bad you have to be for colonizers to say, no, this guy's a bit much. This Columbus guy's a bit brutal. Oof. He was horrendous. Completely horrendous. That's why he dies miserable and poor. Because he was a piece of crap. He was a motherfucker. How bad do you have to be for someone who is literally conquering Muslims and kicking out Jews to just say, no, this guy's a bit nuts. Bit of a radical. Hello, Google. Congrats on the streak. Okay, now we do a big marriage, a big wedding for our kid. He is 18. He needs to get married before he becomes an alcoholic. El Scamia. Yeah, he is muerto. Very muerto. He died. He died like 30 or 40 years ago. But I'll check. I'll just check when he died because I don't actually remember. It's a grand wedding for our baby boy. Okay, you can marry our niece. He is hale and handsome. We need someone who is... Oh, okay. Okay, he does have... She is intelligente. Intelligente. How much of a hit is that? It is quite bad, but... Sure, let's do that. She is 20. Oh, she's a pig. And deceitful. Let's try anyways. Okay, son, you're gonna have to marry a bit of a weirdo, but... He needs to get married before he becomes an alcoholic. What a sentence. Clip it! When you find a sentence, clip a sentence, because God knows I will forget. This king killed 2 of my heirs. Oof, big oof. What did you do to make Simon mad? Who's Simon? Who's Simon? Who's Simon? Is this my other kid? I'm confused. I'm confused. I have to follow to clip. You don't follow? You're not a follower? What was I doing? Checking when he died. So El Scameador died in 1122. So 52 years ago. He died 52 years ago. 52 years ago. 1176. Ice King had a dragon who tried to avenge us as they killed in battle. Sounds like a bad idea. Sounds like a terribly bad idea. This guy has a dragon! He killed our sister! Fuck him up! Fucking nice zombie! Big expensive wedding for my firstborn. Oh, my secondborn is sadistic. That's fun. He can marry... Who can he marry? Sure. You'll get a lot of prestige from that. You should take a gander on the Ptolemaic dynasty's family tree. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Recently made our king's genealogical tree autistic, I know, too much incest. And I didn't know Mary the First married her uncle. Oh, she did. Yeah, they are creepy. They marry all the... Yeah, people marry all the people. You know, Alfonso V was married to his cousin. Like, his uncle's daughter. So, there's a lot of inbreeding. A lot of inbreeding through the centuries. Someone did a very nerdy comparison on YouTube a while ago. I watched that video. I think someone compared the Targaryens from Game of Thrones, their genetics, to the Habsburgs, I think. Was it the Habsburgs? They compared it to someone. And they realized that the Targaryens aren't that incestuous compared to the Habsburgs or something. I don't want to lie. Targaryen... Oh god, Targaryen incest, oh no. Habsburgs. Oh, it was the Ptolemies. Yeah, it was the Ptolemies. Bedinses. Yeah, you're right. It was the Ptolemies and versus the Targaryens. I think that's what I watched. Was it Trade Explainer I watched? Did I watch Trade Explainer? I don't remember what I watched. I watched something. A while ago. I'm old. I forget. I'm old, Gandalf. I know I don't look it, but I feel it in my bones. Better than Bran becoming king. Look, I don't dislike Bran being king. Particularly because I think it's going to be fucked up. It's going to be... Bran is king, but that's not actually Bran. It's just the three-eyed crow or three-eyed raven. It's just the children of the forest taking vengeance on humans. I find that interesting. The show just didn't know how to do it. It's just like, oh yeah, this weirdo is just this king now for some reason. George won't get us there. George will get us there. Is it really true? Philip the Mouse scrambles for more parchment to jot down notes on in between asking me for confirmation of tales. It is said that there was an encounter with a quite loathsome being. I've heard rumours of it, a great lumbering being with one single eye, a mighty cyclops. Oh god, someone's been watching the Odyssey. And truly ferocious beast it was. Wasn't even that bad after he died. There aren't real zombies in the mod, but they can be very good courtiers. Just imagine King's Landing full of zombies. I mean, I know there was one Habsburg whose parents were more closely related than siblings. That's the whole thing of you having too few grandparents. That happens. And that leads to Charles II of Spain, who dies in the year 1700, just completely messed up. The Onionites, the best guy for the throne. Well, he probably is, yeah. Old Davos. Old Davos Seaworth. Who's this guy? Oh god. Is my kid marrying or not? Ooh, demand payments. A lot of money here. Ooh. Nice. Got so much money. Cash. It's a lot of cash. Cash money. Change someone's contract. Yes, please. Vassalize the Duke of Gascogne. I don't want to. Why would I want to do that? Davos knew more than those in that little group in the end. Oh god, the small council is a nightmare. That small council is a nightmare. Why the fuck is Bronn Lord of Highgarden? Why does Bronn rule the Reach in the end? Mind you, if that were to happen in the books, he wouldn't last 20 minutes. Because the High Towers, the Rowans, the fucking Tarleys, everyone would rise up and just take him down. He would last 20 minutes. He would get there and be instantly murdered. Just, no one's taking that shit. Fuck do you think this is? was such a stupid... the show just ends incredibly stupidly. There's nothing to it. There's nothing else to it. It's just ends in a very stupid manner. That's just how it goes. That's pricey. Randall Tarley must be rolling in his grave. I mean, he can fuck himself, though, because he's a horrible human being. He bullied Sam so much. In the books, it's even worse. In the books, he just makes Sam just wear his mother's and his sister's dresses because he's a coward. Makes him bathe in, like, bull blood to see if he can make a man out of him. Tortures him endlessly. It's just horrendous. Just Father of the Year. He competes with Tywin Lannister for Father of the Year. It's Randall Tarley, Tywin Lannister, and Balon Greyjoy. The three probably worst parents in Game of Thrones. Horrendous parents. Jesus. They fucked up their children immensely. Daemon. Yeah, but Daemon isn't there. Daemon's long dead. And even Daemon at least loved some of his kids. He would die for his kids. Fucking Tywin and Randall would not die for their kids, mind you. Or Balon. They would not die for their kids. Fucking Daemon would. Fucking Daemon did in the end, just to take out Vhagar, but spoilers. But those three would not do anything for their children. And that is just... Daemon is, mind you, Daemon is a psychopath. He is a psychopath. But he's also, you know, he's a psychopath who could have taken the throne if he wanted to. But he really loved his brother. You have to hand it to him. He did love Viserys. And he does seem to love Rhaenyra in some way. And he does seem to love his children in some way. Even though he is a bad dad. But there's still some love there. It's just a complicated relationship because he's also clearly very broken himself. But yeah, Tywin is just horrendous. You have to remember that Tywin literally has Tyrion watch his new wife be raped by dozens of men and then makes him rape her in the end as well. You know. Fucking Daemon didn't do shit like that. Yeah, he fully grooms his niece, but Jesus Christ. This is gonna get demonetized so hard, by the way. The things I've already said. YouTube no likey. YouTube no likey. Samuel was so good in Game of Thrones. Samuel was great. He's too much of a soldier to be a family man. Randall Tarley is just a piece of shit in general. In the books, Mance Tyrell just takes all the credit for his victory at Ashford against Robert Baratheon. Mace Tyrell was nowhere to be seen. It was the vanguard led by Tarley that won the battle against Robert. The only battle Robert ever lost. But he deserves it because he's a sack of shit. He just does. Because he's a horrible human being. Olenna Tyrell, though. Olenna Tyrell is always great. She is great. Queen of Thorns. In the books, she's protected by two bodyguards who are twins. And they are Eric and Arik, like the Cargill twins in the Dance of the Dragons. And Hot D, Dance of the Dragon. But she never remembers their names, and she never knows which is which. So she just calls them left and right. He calls them left and right. Guess it's a good way of remembering. God, I don't want to be your friend. You're dying. I have 25,000 prestige. There's a shit ton of prestige. And there we have it. What is our ethos? Oh, bellicose is already in ethos. Ethos! Hmm. Nope. Bring good traits into the family, please. That's what you shall do. Does anyone think that Daemon will have a redemption arc as Jaime had? I think Daemon has had a redemption arc already. I think that the fact that he has gone into Harrenhal therapy for some reason, I think that's already made him kind of have his redemption. The fact that he comes back and does all that crap. He is still a psycho, though. He just takes King's Landing. He's like, let us go remake Valeria. Do love Matt Smith. Are these guys Catholics? 12,000 Catholics. Yeah. Come on. Join the club. What is this? Oh, he's fighting a war against who? Oh. Gonna take this because it's mine. It is mine! And no others. Armies! Assemble! I don't know what the next Song of Ice and Fire will contain, but I have created an elaborate storytelling with Randall Tarly in the middle. Another Samuel. Did you now? Tell me. I want to know. I do believe the theories that Randall is going to just switch sides. He's just going to join fake Aegon. He's just going to join Fagon. And betray the Tyrells. I think he will do that. Oh, they stayed there. I'm still gonna kill them, look. Just because of the fun of it. There we go. Ha, you kept it, okay. Well, Aragon, it seems that you are in a bit of a pickle. Because I'm gonna struggle clash you for all that land. I like the Eastern Continent, they're just existing, sometimes fighting for a small piece of land, but nothing so big or aggressive. What, Essos? Bear in mind I have not seen the TV series save a few episodes, really? Is Tali already born in Ice and Fire? Which Tali? Randall is like, we don't know exactly how old he is, but probably 40s. Essos is cool. It's a bit underdeveloped, I think. Apparently George is writing a 4th Duncan Egg. It has been confirmed, apparently. Seemingly been confirmed. Randall is... During the War of the Five Kings, he is like in his 40s, we think. We don't quite know how old he is. But Sam is like 19, 20. And he is not the eldest. He has older sisters. So Randall is probably like 40, 45, somewhere around then or there. Oh yeah, let's do this. Oh yeah. Big Chungus is gonna take a lot of land now. Yum yum yum. Yeah. Big Dick Fernando, the nature's bane. Yummy 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 for my tummy. The end of Samuel's storyline, he's in the University City of Old Town to become a maester with the mysterious acolyte Alaras and mysterious Horn. Randall was part of the King's Council and his lord is eager to attack a mysterious Aegon. Yes. I remember. I too am diseased with reading those books more times than I should have. Alaras the Sphinx. Ah, the King of Thieves. How about you join my ranks? Yeah, come with me. Compassionate. My son. Compassionate it is. daughter doesn't have an educator. That's sad. Ines. Study this. A granddaughter who does not have an educator as well. She is pensive, so she can do that. Sure. Haven't been taking care of my children, it seems. This kid is a fighty boy. Be a soldier. I think the Citadel is kind of cooked. I think the Old Town in general is cooked. It's going to be burned by Euron Greyjoy. He's going to summon the bloody Krakens. He's going to burn Old Town. Maybe take the Horn of Winter from Sam and just bring down the wall. Most apocalyptic scenario imaginable. Oh, Euron. Ozai. Come on. Took a lot of shit. Look at this. Okay. Titles can be usurped. There we go. And there we go. Neighbors can be vassalized. Do you want to become my dude? Yeah, sure. I'll offer that. I'll eventually kill him in the end. I'll kill him in the end. I'll take his shit. For now, it's off for vassalage. My idea is that upon hearing that his son has returned to become a maester, he gets upset enough that he immediately leaves the council for some urgent family business as far as the others are concerned. One of the first chapters will have Randall confronting Samuel, which also as a reminder of the current situation. The current situation for readers. Samuel will pretend not to be afraid as John instructed, and even though he thought he felt miserably, he still managed to bring across to Randall that seriously. Interesting, I'd never thought about that. Huh. It is an interesting possibility. I'll tell you that. Cordova. I'd like to keep this for myself, actually. Actually, I'd like to keep this for myself. Cordova and... what else? What else can I do? Calatrava and Alarcos. 3 I have. It's too much land for one man. Could give Leon away, I suppose. Yeah. I don't want to, but I will. I'll give Leon away. There you go. Well, that guy does not belong to you. He belongs to Leon. Much. Sevilla. Suave. Made him a bit too strong. Probably get him served anyway, so we'll see. No, I'm not going to accept that. You will, however, join me as a vassal. Polish. In the meantime, Randall's lord, Randall's Lord gets impatient and launches an attack on the castle Aegon has conquered. This fails miserably. Instead, Lord gets captured. This turns out to be Randall's benefit since he is something of a Targaryen loyalist. On that we agree. Fucking Mance is gonna fuck it up. Mance is gonna fuck it up. How dare you! I'm married! The service of a lady. And he was gallant and she was beautiful. And he was a hero and she was beautiful. It doesn't take long to discover where the music is coming from. As soon as I find Simon playfully tuning his instrument, leaning on his own bench. Ah, Highness! He's high, you need to be breaking up. Isn't it true that the reason for your legend was to impress Plaisance? I did it for myself. Oh my god, being neighbourly. Thomas busily jumps down my words as I dictate them. I must be careful with my choices. Berenger Renard, my neighbouring ruler, could be swayed to support my cause in spreading the word of Dragon Slayer. A threat. Immediately went for threat. Okay, we've taken most of Iberia at this point. We have too much land. I guess we can give Alarcos. Though. Sure. Become a friend? Sure, why not? I'll give Calatrava away as well, why not? I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't want it. We then get some chapters where Samuel studies to be a maester together with Alaras and his things that bond very well, and Samuel is in an environment where his strengths are put to use. Samuel then figures out that Alaras is a female sand snake in disguise. Alaras develops a crush for him. Oh god, not for the fat pink mast. Not for the fat big boss. The fat big boss, the fable father. Fable father, fat big boss. Is this better than what I St. Matthew's Clavicle. Let's see. Crap Arena. Okay, we are keeping Cordoba. Changing this up though, because we want development. So we always build the royal reserves for development. Okay, feels bad, man. Just taking everything with Castile, but something we gotta give. Something we gotta give. My nephew. Oh, he had to... You cheeky fucker. Cheeky fucker, huh? Huh. Oh, who's that? Who's possessed? Oh. Okay, the HRE is still pretty big, which is annoying. So I guess... Lotharingia doesn't exist anymore? Oh my god, Hungary! What the fuck is this? What's this? Why is Hungary in the Baltic? Byzantines are there. Seljuks. Kombucha? Is it kombucha? Oh my god, they're big. China exploded. Japan's fine. And everything's piss-coloured because they're my vassals. Ah, right. Reform my culture. Did parochialism. Oh, I don't need castle keepers. Castle keepers is something I do not like. I will replace it with probably. I don't have coastal ones with this though. Don't have any coast. Castile's not very much a coastal one, so we'll do. I want to replace it with that, but won't let me. Should let me. Huh. These are Gothic codes. Don't care about that. Coastal holdings, but I don't have any coastal holdings, nor will I. Can have windmills. I mean, I guess I could do some warfare. Formation fighting is good. Yeah, why not? Formation fighting. Just replacing castle keepers, and then I'll need to put the other one. Meanwhile, the Greyjaws continue to raid the Crownlands, including Reach, including Old Town, and as things turn out, they are interested in Alras's Grand Maester. He had those glass candles that indicated magic. Yeah, Marwyn the Mage, who left to go visit Daenerys. Once they lay eyes on Samuel's Horn, he is kidnapped, and he then serves as a eyewitness in their crazy leader's ship. And I think that is as far as I've come. Well, yeah, Alras slips away to serve as informant for the kingdom in the south of what Sam told her. Huh. It's a lot of pickles there, but God knows. George manages to surprise everyone in the end. A lot of the times, even himself. You know, I thought I would have been done with these books 15 years ago, but I'm still writing. I thought I'd be done. I think I need to take a page from Stephen King and start doing coke. I just want Grandpa to be happy. I also want him to write, but I want him to like writing it. The man is old. I want him to enjoy life. Duchy of Canarias. Claim on the Duchy of Canarias. Okay. Might take them. Might be fun. Get 'em, boys! My vassal and knight is the sodomite. It rhymed. My vassal and knight is a sodomite. Ho, ho, ho. Taking half of Aragon, we go! Ho, ho, ho! We took it all! Castilian architecture. Okay. Just, give me a sec. She is... Didn't get any land, did I? I did not. Usurp the Kingdom of Aragon. There we go. Wabam. Grand vassals to Grand vassals to ruffle those. Vassals to ruffle those. Do you now want to become my my baby boy? No? Here you go. Have some money. Just. Oh, he's very close. He's very close. He's edging. He's edging. And we have most of Spain already. Most of Iberia, I should say. Ah, upgrade the legend. Boom. Increase quality. And now to make sure people actually follow it, we could do a big feast, right? Oh. Do a big legendary feast. There we go. Let's get the Cordoba. Cordoba. We'll go through places we haven't been to. There we go. And then on the way back, we'll visit Granada. Come on. And Algeciras. Can we also go there? No, too big. Too long. Bit too long. Just a little bit too long. And I want to spread my legend. Spread my, legend. Station Man at Arms. Simon can marry. Simon. Did his waifu died? His waifu did die. So that's why he's having bastards. Cheeky fucker. Sure. Marry that lady. Too many duchies, yeah. Wait, why do I have too many duchies? What else do I have? Ew. So, Kingdom, Castile, Cordoba, Murcia. You can have Murcia. Enjoy Murcia. Jeez. Good lord. Bad. Blackmail this guy. Can I make him become my vassal now that I've... Ah! A strange figure. We stop for a break on the road. My entourage surrounds a clearing, hurrying around, watching for bandits and gathering supplies. Excuse me. Leaving me to myself for just a moment. The wind blows out my crackling campfire like a matchwood to my breath. I feel something behind me and I turn to see a stranger has found his way into my camp. He grins nonchalantly as if he had always been there. What a lucky day it is to happen upon the legend himself, King Fernando of Castile. He reveals his weapon to me. Prove yourself a legend, Scully. Guards! Okay, I have 32 prowess. He has, God knows, we can't see. So battle for the ages. Battle for the ages. I beat the crap out of him. Legendary victory. My entourage returns right as I emerge victorious over my mysterious opponent. His weapon falls to the ground and he looks up at me stunned. I got to my entourage, but when I look back at my feet, he has disappeared as though he had never been there at all. Oh, he's still here, look. I'll invite him to my court. He has joined me, has he? And now we arrest him because he dared, try and fight me. And then we just publicly execute him because you don't fuck with the king. No, you don't. There we go. Bish bosh. Bosh. Fucking A. Gonna spread a legend. Spread my legend all over. What is this crap? Alright, Castilian architecture. Martial and... yeah, sure. Stewardship. Stewardship games are always good. Because I'm a steward. Steward of Gondor. Got ya. Got through there. King Gunther the Drunkard of Croatia speaks Greek now. Oh, he's an alcoholic, so... That makes some sense. Do you want to build a snowman? Do you want to be my dude? No. Someone wants to kill me? Guards! Guards! To me! We are feuding with the Dunanids, but where are they?
Oh my! Pardon me.
Okay. Tell me a historical fact. Let me have a think. Let me have a thingamajig. What's this guy doing? He's doing well. Converted almost all of it to Catholic. That's good. Okay, so Brittany here, right? Brittany. Did they use alcohol to treat PTSD? How was the spa towns, mineral wells, in medieval times? I have no idea. Did they use alcohol to treat PTSD? I don't think they even knew what PTSD was. There were alcoholics. There are alcoholics in all times. I don't know. But Insis, I do not know. I'll tell you something about Brittany, though. So, Brittany, small duchy, somehow involved in a commercial war against Portugal during the 15th century. So Portugal, of course, you know, maritime country as well. There's a lot of trade that goes up to Flanders, because Flanders is a very important place in the Middle Ages, because it distributes a lot of products that come there from all over. Ships from Italy cross the Straits of Gibraltar, go up there. Stupid, sexy Flanders. Stupid, sexy Flanders. Like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. And in the 15th century, Brittany does take advantage of its position here to start just pirating ships. A lot of them from Portugal. So in the mid-15th century, so like 1450s, 1460s, 70s, Portugal just essentially does a bunch of treaties with Brittany, threatens to attack, threatens to just beat the shit out of them, and just essentially gets a bunch of treaties to make sure that they stop attacking Portuguese ships, because they were just pirating everyone. Because they can, because all ships, you have to remember, in the Middle Ages, ships don't really go across the ocean. They follow the coastlines very closely. So you go, follow the coast. Over here is one of the few places where you do go across, because this area is quite dangerous. The Bay of Biscay is quite dangerous. So you usually just go across, and then just go to Bordeaux, and go on from there. And of course they have to go around Brittany, so there's a lot of pirates there. So a lot of pirates here in these islands as well. The islands of Scilly off the coast of Cornwall. All of these places have a lot of pirates. As you would. Straits of Gibraltar also has a lot of pirates. Like here. So yeah, that's the fact. Big Bosh. Who wants to be my ally? No, not gonna the Allies were just a little boy count. They might not have called it PTSD, but they presumably experienced it. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's not until the 19th century, pardon me, essentially until World War I, where people actually notice what's happening, and they call it shell shock. But there was undoubtedly signs of it, but people didn't really realize it. They just didn't really talk about it. So there isn't much that I know about it. There is some. Yes, there is some. I have a book about stuff like that. It's called Combat Stress in Pre-Modern Europe. Combat Stress in Pre-Modern Europe. It's about what people think about war and how they react to war and how it traumatizes them. It's an interesting read. It's a bunch of different papers by different authors. It's a bit of a collection. So it is fun. So if you're interested, I think that's a good read. Got it a few years ago. Yeah, fun. You know, I use fun a lot. Doesn't mean I find it fun. It's this. It's this. It's not going to be cheap, because Paul Grave Macmillan never is. But it's cool. Combat Stress in Pre-Modern Europe. So you have things like Combat Trauma in Pre-Modern Europe, an introduction, and you have Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder, an ancient Greek case, study and retrospective diagnosis. Legal evidence for Roman PTSD. Terrible but unavoidable. Combat trauma and its changed legal prescriptions on Roman military suicide under Hadrian. Was there combat trauma in the Middle Ages? A case for moral injury in pre-modern conflict. And that's stuff like that. My history teacher said this Black Plague, the Black Plague is a fun subject. Yeah, you know, I would probably say something like that too. This guy doesn't want to be my little vassal. Can I unite the Spanish thrones already? Unite the Spanish thrones. I can. High Crown Authority. What will that do? Every Spanish kingdom title you own, except your primary title, will be destroyed and the territories will become de jure of your primary title. Oh, adopt a puppy! That's a priority. Perro. Okay, this is for all the Spanish viewers out there. Perro Sanchez, right? It's what they call the Prime Minister sometimes, lovingly. Right? Not getting it wrong, am I? Perro Sanchez, yeah. Instead of Pedro Sanchez. So that's gonna be my dog. Perro Sanchez. So, niche. That's niche for you. Okay, I'll take over this land, and then I will unite the thrones. Ah, right. I have done the. I don't have that one. Pet my dog. Could pet my dog. Eat your cheese. Consume the cheese. Oh my god. Commission epic. Yes. What I need is a classic of the grandeur of my family. A chronicle about the origins of Osorio dynasty and how we are destined for greatness. High chance of an exceptional epic. Yeah. Oh my god, the money. My money. That was a lot of cash, certainly. Let me blackmail people for money. Yeah, my brother killed my other brother, which is not fun. Blackmail this lady because she has a lot of money. This guy doesn't have any. This guy's bankrupt as well. This guy has a shit ton of money. This guy has no money. Family epic perspective. My family epic seems to be progressing well, and some lines already sound like they were quoted for will be quoted for decades to come. But our father has a lot of questions about the focus of this story. It would be easy to answer if I wrote it all first. Then I could tell him what I dislike about it, but he insists he needs his answers now. What about my dynasty's right to rule Iberia? I gain claims on neighboring titles when the epic is done. It should focus on me and my dynasty, of course. More personal prestige. Family history, so be generous. Renown, yes. As truthfully as possible. Renown, please. Okay. Money. Money. All the money, please. Okay, we are no longer bankrupt. I mean, the Odyssey has Odysseus frequently crying due to being reminded of his experiences in Trojan War. I think the word dog is one of the words where most languages has their own etymology of the word. Yeah, probably. Don't know much about it, but I would say so. In Portuguese, it's very different from Spanish, for instance. From Castilian. Cão in Portuguese. Perro in Castilian. Those are very different. Hund in Swedish. I guess hund, kind of similar to hound in English. And it's the same as German, isn't it? Chien in French, yeah. Chien. Hund in German as well. Hound or dog in English. Two different ones. Oh, what is this? Passing through Valencia, a peasant woman offers me a refreshing mug of milk with a taste sweeter than anything I've tasted before. What is this marvellous drink you've offered me? I ask. To which he responds, milk from the earth almond. There is no person who could resist the allure of this concoction on a hot summer day. No child who could avoid smiling when offered a mug, and no Valencian uttered a sweet tooth for it. This beverage isn't milk, it's gold. Funded agriculture, huh? I can't because I don't have the money. Nice. Okay, we need money, so probably time to start bullying people.
The amount of husbands I've lost to the torture equipment is shocking.
They are talking about almonds. They're talking about almond milk. Almonds, I think, are something that the Muslims also brought to Iberia. Hello, Lament. So this is... I started with El Cid. Legendary, but real figure from Iberian history. He was Castilian. I managed to make him King of Castile eventually. He was a conqueror, a crusader. He had a lot of good traits. He was incredible. Incredible guy, just melted armies. I managed to take Castile, and now with his son, and now his grandson, I have taken most of Iberia. So that's what we're doing. Another Iberian playthrough. Though I won't stick to this one for too long. I think I'll do Iberia and then look for a new adventure. Which I'll take suggestions for that as well. I'll take suggestions. I'll accept suggestions. Ah! Oh no. Thought it was a new leader, but does not want to be my friend. Hello, do you want to be my friend? Do you want to be Fred? Fred. I give you money, you be Fred. Please be Fred. Doesn't want to be. Don't forget my historical fact. You also asked for one. You also paid for one. Ah, fuck. Inspiration, creative freedom. Oh no, it's just the... Doesn't matter. So, okay. Okay. Mallorca, right? It's its own thing in the Middle Ages. It's its own kingdom for a bit. The kingdom of Mallorca. In the late 12th and early 13th century, it's actually ruled by a Portuguese prince. A guy called Pedro, who is son of the King of Portugal, son of Sancho I of Portugal, I believe. And he will fight for a while in Morocco as a mercenary. He will join other wars in Iberia and eventually will become a subject of the King of Aragon. And in the early 13th century, he gets given Mallorca to rule as his own. He's an interesting guy. Let me see. He was... yeah, so Pedro I, Count of Urgel, and Pedro de Portugal. Influential Portuguese prince, lived from around 1187 to 1258. He was the son of Sancho I, I was correct. Fought in Morocco for a while, and came back to Iberia, fought there as well, and became an important dude. He went from here to there, because he could. Because that's how nobility works. They can move around and serve other kings and fight and obey and do stuff. Eat your cheese. It is time. Deep in my storage has sat some of the most incredible cheese in the known world, slowly aging, increasing in potency. Now I should consume it. Lose 5 stress. Oh, never mind. I'm not eating the cheese if it's not that good. I'll just tell someone secret. There you go. Boom. There we go. This guy. Okay, promoting culture. Do you have a Discord? I don't have a Discord. Oh, let me write it down. I've been meaning to make one, but I keep forgetting. Months I've spent trying to remember to make one. I should, so I can tell people I'm going to stream, but I forget. Because I have too many things to do. I need an assistant or two. Discord. I've written it down. Hopefully that'll help. Because enough Discord are already on the Iberian Peninsula. Oi! It's all very quiet, okay? There's no Discord. Everyone agrees that I'm king. Okay? Everyone agrees. And if they don't... you know, if they don't, that's why I have old Tithona here. It's not very good. It's very good at everything except prowess. I'll be your assistant, I'll be your steward. Steward of Gondor. Oh god. But wait, how are you going to pick up my laundry? You live really far away, how are you going to pick up my laundry, huh? Are you going to ship it by mail? Jesus. Can imprison criminals. Flossie. Oh, right, Flossie's a deviant. We did forgive him last time. We're going to forgive him again. Even going to get him to educate some kids. My half-sister. She can also educate some kids. There you go. She's a floozy, but she can. A personal physician. Not going to arrest him. He's quite good. Also forgive him. Pardon him. This guy. Oh, he's a witch. Oh yeah, he's going to jail. Witches I can't have. I have a lot of things, but not witches. Why low control in Olmedo? What happened there? I have psychic powers. You should play in Korea. It's actually a really interesting place. Ah, Korea. What happens there? What can we do? What's it even called? Oh my god, there's so many duchies. God, it's huge. So many kingdoms. Oh my god, I love this guy's mustache. Oh my god. Okay, I think you've convinced... This guy's mustache has convinced me. He's the greedy. Greedy of Goryeo. Oh my god, it sounds like Oreo. I'm in! Might try Korea. In this game, one dynasty can last for centuries. In real life, they last far shorter. How did dynasties fall apart? Ooh, that's a very interesting question, Bedinsis. There are a few reasons, but mostly it's when kings fail in their most basic and essential function, which is
Beer
have
and bread.
children.
Beer bread. That's it. I'll make some beer bread.
So, dynasties fail when people essentially don't fuck. Well, they don't have children. That happens for a number of reasons. Kings might be infertile. They might die too young. A lot of... I can give a few examples of that. There's a few reasons. So, in 1383 in Portugal, there's an interregnum. The King of Portugal, I've talked about this before, only has one daughter. She's married to the King of Castile. Big civil war, Castilian invasion. Portugal's on the brink of losing its independence. Manages to retain it. A new dynasty is brought into power, Dynasty of Avige, led by one of the king's half-brothers. He was a bastard, King Juan I. He rules between 1385 and 1433. His dynasty, Avige, goes up until 1578, so it lasts under 2 centuries, so it's not very long-lasting. And it dies off because King Sebastian or Sebastian of Portugal in 1578, he's 24 years old, invades Morocco and dies there. The throne is inherited by his great-uncle, who is a cardinal. He is in his 70s and obviously doesn't have any children. So he rules for 2 years until 1580 and dies without children. So the throne is, at the same time, inherited, conquered and bought by Philip II of Spain. That's something he allegedly said because he has rights to the throne as grandson to a king of Portugal. He bought it because he bribed a bunch of the noble families, and he conquered it because he actually invaded it and took Lisbon. There's another famous case in Iberia, Charles II. So the Habsburgs come into Castile and Aragon, what would become Spain, in the early 16th century with the marriage of Joan or Juana, Joan the Mad, Juana la Loca of Castile and Aragon. She marries Philip of Burgundy, son of Maximilian, the Holy Roman Emperor. She is not expected to be queen, but her older sisters die, her older brother dies, so she eventually does become queen once her mother dies. Her husband is a piece of shit, he dies very quickly as well, but they do leave a few children, including Charles, who will be Charles I of Spain and Charles V, Holy Roman Emperor. From 1516 King of Spain, 1519 Holy Roman Emperor, succeeding his granddad Maximilian. And the Habsburgs will remain in Spain from 1516 on the throne with Charles until, so remember Charles I, until the year 1700 with Charles II. Charles II dies without having ever produced an heir. He was 40 years old. He was the size of a small child. He had a number of issues due to inbreeding, so he was probably infertile as well. He never had children. So when he dies, that launches Spain into a massive civil war, the War of Spanish Succession, which lasts for a few years, and everyone gets involved. Portugal, Austria, England, France. France eventually wins and puts the Bourbon on the throne where they are today. So they are on the throne today. So that's 2 dynasties ending, one in Portugal, one in Spain, for different reasons. One, because, guy died too young, didn't have any children, and then the Habsburgs because they fucked their cousins too much, essentially. Oh, I hope that's enough. Oh, I hope that was enough. You started as a Chinese tributary in the kingdom, and it's a unique government in the China, only government of its type. It has some cool decisions, and it has good history. But I don't know anything about its history. Don't know anything about Korea. So if people ask me about Korea, what am I going to say? It's a place. It's over here. It gets invaded by Japan in the late 16th century, and Japan gets fucked over. They fail completely. But I don't know anything about the Three Kingdoms. You expect me to know everything? I'm not an encyclopedia, I'm a man! I'm a chubby man! Not an encyclopedia. Lustful? Sure, why not? Who are we fighting? Oh, the Valencia guy. Because he refuses to convert. Oh my god, they're still around. Jesus Christ, okay. Turn around. There we go. Family epic, bound in faith. I do not know whether to be relieved or disconcerted about the enthusiasm my Archbishop Sel Red shows after reading completed parts of my family epic. This is a telling of a wonderful moral, he claims. The Osorio dynasty has always seen greatness when advised by clergy, and dark times when it has failed to heed their advice. Wink, wink. I hope it is a lesson you will heed equally well. Wink, wink. You are Anglo-Saxon. Go fuck yourself.
I farted.
Indeed, I know it all too well. Biting something. Ha! It is the other way around. Fuck you, Bishop. Just for that, I'm imprisoning you. No, can't. Too much stress. Tell me another historical fact. Can you give us some historical fact about the destruction of the Second Temple? Jesus Christ. I don't know anything about that. Oh no. Also, you don't get to pick the fact. It says random. You know? Random historical fact. What has reached me that a monk renowned for his illuminations is staying in town of Segovia? My family epic progressing. Blah, 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 blah. Hide illuminator, whatever the cost. Oh god, here I go bankrupt again. Bankrupt. Why am I going so fake historian? Oh no, I'm real. I know that the Mongol invasion of Japan was stopped by weather conditions for the invasion fleet. What the Japanese called a divine wind, kamikaze. Yeah, it's true. In the 13th century. Which is why the title they also gave to the pilots that tried to motivate the suicide attack during World War II. Yeah. Divine wind. Yep. 13th century. Okay. Can't provoke his title. I can, however, burn him at the stake. Okay, who is your heir? Oh my god, there's so many. Oh my god, there's too many of you. I can't just keep killing them, there's too many. Give me a random fact, it's fine. Let me think. Can't declare war while in debt. Oh, box. Okay, so I know a good one. These guys are just fighting forever. Oh, I can't give them any money because. Oh. Okay. I can intervene though, can't I? Because it's been going on for. Get them to promote my legend. I'll give you a fact in a sec. I've completely forgot about the legend. Do my legend. Do you want to do my legend? Might. Remember how Yin defended Again, over 130 Japanese ships with 13 ships. Someday, lament. Someday I will make you lament, teasing me so. I will find you, and I will do absolutely nothing. Because I'm not a criminal. Okay, so I have a fact. So, do you see this area? Oh my god. Okay, family epic. Proud of the family. My spy master Gomez seems to be the latest person to have read excerpts from my family epic. Your great-great-grandmother was a fascinating and resourceful figure, it tells me. If we let it be known that you are even half as underhanded as she, people would think twice before acting against you. No. See this region here, right? Between Portugal and Old Castile. This where I'm going to fight now because I'm going to protect my vassal. This area here, in the border between what is now Spain and Portugal, was, in the 12th century, home to kind of an outlaw. And I say kind of because he was a man who worked for whoever paid him more. Christian or Muslim made no difference. As long as there's money to be made, he will fight. He was called Geraldo. So like Geraldo in Spanish. He was Portuguese, however. And he was called the Fearless. He was called the Fearless Geraldo Sem Pavor. He took a bunch of castles here. He did it during the night. He attacked garrisons while they were asleep, during rainy nights when it was very dark, the rain was pouring, there was snow. So all the good time to attack because everyone's just not at home. They're just not paying attention. So he took a bunch of castles and became kind of a minor lord over these areas. He took a bunch of stuff. He held it for a while, fought against Christians, fought against Muslims, declared his fidelity to the King of Portugal, and they combined an attack on Badajoz, in what is now Spain, but it was Muslim at the time, in 1169. The attack fails, King of Portugal breaks his leg, la 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 la. Leon helps the Muslims defeat the Portuguese. Geraldo, though, does not take it as a defeat. He will go and continue his career in Morocco. He serves there for a few years, fighting for the Sultan, until apparently he gets bored and he sends a letter to the King of Portugal telling him that, if you want to attack Morocco, it's kind of easy, so why don't you do it? So his letters get intercepted and he gets executed. And so it ends the career of a man who lived on the edge of Christendom and Islam. A guy who profited from both sides. Kind of the Portuguese El Cid, in a way, though a century later. And, yeah, a ruthless, interesting fellow. Alvarez completed my family epic and one glorious chronicles composed. There's high drama, moral quandaries, intense duels. Everything my family has been forged from is in there. Even the path with a loyal horse, seemingly so far-fetched, has become a touching moment outlining the destiny of my house. This might be the greatest chronicle ever written. The Vivari Chronicle. God, it's terrible. It is horrendous. Horrendous fucking book. Where is it? Oh my god. It's not good. Like, no. True fence sitter. He was a fun guy. Extra History on YouTube had a series on that. On who? Oh, what Lament said? The 130 Japanese ships? It plus the 500 advantage is not bad. Nah, but it's... I didn't really need it. Oh, God. Oh, did I go bankrupt again? Oh. No, I can't make him a fucking... Can't make him do anything. Why did I pay? He can't do anything. Ah. Pope! Money! You fucking twat! Give me money, you fucking piece of shit. Why am I so bankrupt? god. I'm making no money, have all of Europe under tribute. Because I'm sponsoring a legend. Because I'm sponsoring the fucking legend. Rookie mistake. Oi! I have enough money. It's just, I will end it now, though. I don't care for it anymore. There we go. Okay. I can have a building and an item. Good. I've got both. Thomas Beckett died. F's in chat. Oh, here we go. So this counts as whoever's next random fact is. Thomas Beckett. Real guy. Real guy. He is an interesting fellow. So he was Chancellor of England in the mid-12th century for Henry II of England. He is later Archbishop of Canterbury. And even though he was a great supporter of Henry II, as soon as he's made into Archbishop of Canterbury, he opposes the king at every turn. And that's how he will get murdered. He will eventually get murdered by order of Henry II, who then has to do penance because of it. But this is one of the most interesting guys in the 12th century. He is an interesting fellow. I can't end it. Every de jure county of your capital kingdom must be Castilian and Catholic. Wait, they're not? I thought they were Castilian and Catholic, aren't they? Oh, Olmedo is not. Oh, that's why I'm converting it. Okay. I'm not stupid! Just a bit distracted sometimes. Okay, who's fighting now? War against the tyranny of the Ramiro. Oh my god. Launch a legendary adventure. Legendary adventure Casus Belli. Abandon your current realm and seek your fortune in a foreign kingdom. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. Do you think Dante Alighieri shows up in the game? I have never seen him, I don't think. But I would assume so, because everyone else is in it. I've gotten everyone. I've gotten Hildegard von Bingen several times. It's hilarious, because in the game she's a slut. In real life, she was a mystic who just had visions and stuff. In here, she has visions, she writes a lot of books, and she has a lot of bastards. She's always having bastards. It's very, very funny. Sure. No, that's the. Oh, I didn't get the artifact. Just got the building. Sure. Legendary Hunting Lodge. Sure, why not? Would be interested to see old Dante in his Inferno, but I haven't seen him. Oh no, artifact is here. $600 bucks. Sure. The Dragon Slayer. That is better. Still don't have much of a use for it, but. And the Lizvarani grandson. Is my son procreator or anything? Oh, we just have this kid. Okay. Sent to university? Nope. He is going to university, actually. It'd be cool if he had some sort of unique trait related to the eight hells. I'd love to see that. Maybe he does. I don't think I've ever seen it. I've seen a lot of people. Thomas Becket, Hildegard von Bingen, Ibn Sina, Averroes. I've seen a bunch of people. I don't think I've seen him. Is he a Dante CK3? Ah, he does. He does show up. You can play as him. Yeah. Dante Alighieri shows up if you're in Italy. Around 1400s. Historically, he should show up in the 13th century. Yeah, because you can play when legendary adventurers show up, you can choose to play as them. No matter who you are playing with, when they pop up, you can pick like the option, I wonder what kind of life he has. Yep. I've had Peter Abelard as well, of Abelard and Eloise. I've had a bunch of people. Okay, let's beef up our buildings. We have the cash. Confess my love. No, thank you. I do not love her. I do not love that harlot. Okay, deviant. Money. Good. Money, please. Oh, fuck. Fuck, fuck. Fuck. Non-believer. Exposed. Oh, good. That's cool. Might try that. I've never tried it. I'm always so committed to the campaign I'm playing. I'm like, oh, I don't want to play as him. I guess he might have unique decisions, yeah. Okay, can we fight this guy? 8 months. You either accept now, or in 8 months you're cooked. Broski. Right, I wanted to help this guy. There we go. Finish your bloody war. It's a never-ending war there. I don't like forever wars. Huh. A plague in Barcelona. Another son! Okay, let's find him a waifu. I go to waifu. Sure. Why not? After all, why not? Why not that lady, huh? I think all those adventures should have unique decisions. I wish you could play them in like adventurer camps. You could just start off as them. Like you can play El Cid, you can play Henry of Scallots. You should be able to play those guys. Ransom or... No, I can't banish. Okay, ransom then. Money! All the unique adventures I find are always Jewish. They do show up a lot. There are a few of them. There's a lot of Muslims as well, but it makes sense because science was very much... Muslims was very important science-wise in the Middle Ages. Oh, look, Hungary formed Carpathia. Oh, it's a conqueror. Ah. Okay, the HRE is... Okay, Lotharinge is still there, I guess. Oh, we got Hoardings. Good. Hoardings, and then Galician's doing that, which is silly. We'll do Trebuchet. We need a Trebuchet. A single one. That's all I'm gonna have. Makes sense for Jews since they had nowhere to be, so they adventured. And they were also important in science, particularly medicine. So it does make a lot of sense that they show up like that. My sister can marry, huh? Sure, marry that guy. Whoever that guy is. Whoever he is, marry him, sister. Sister from another mister. Oh, fuck's sakes. Oh, here comes the flu. Oh, no. Okay. Here goes half my family. So reason 99% of doctors in CK3 are Jewish. Yeah, or Muslim. Like this guy. As the wise Koifish once said, where's my Jewish doctor? Where's my Jewish doctor? Speaking of, I've been watching Curb Your Enthusiasm. You know. I'd never finished it. I watched up until like season 4, but now I've gone from like 5 to so far 11. I'm gonna end it. It's fun. It's fun. It's pretty good. Pretty good. False conversion. I will interrogate him. Oh, he was. A hunt. Someone's going on a hunt. My food taster died. Okay, my jester's also dead. No artifices. No good artifices. You don't know what Curb Your Enthusiasm is. How? How don't you know? No? Well, it's a show. Do you know Seinfeld? Have you ever watched Seinfeld? Have you heard of Seinfeld? The TV show, not the guy. The TV show is considerably better than the guy. I know it. Yeah, so the co-creator of Seinfeld, Larry David, he created Seinfeld with Jerry Seinfeld. He created his own show in 2000 called Curb Your Enthusiasm. It essentially follows himself being a horrendously rich and obnoxious rich Jew in LA. It is very fun. He did like 12 seasons in 25 years, so there was big gaps between seasons. And it is very, very funny. It is genuinely very funny. The older seasons didn't age so well in a lot of respects, but still good. Still a pretty good show. Pretty good. Something he says. This guy's a sodomite. Sodomite, soda will. It is a fun show. I do enjoy it. But then again, I am a boomer, so, you know. God. Married to a feeble guy. Oh great, my doctor's naked. My wife is dying. My... Oh god. My obese... Why is it freaking out? Okay, this is freaking out, but it says consumption and obese. My obese wife full of consumption is being treated by my naked doctor. Okay, I had a mental breakdown. That's bad. Eat the cheese. 7 stress. Not worth it. Korean religion, you say? This? Think it's the symbol of the 4 divine guardians. Divine guardians? Is it? Oh, that's culture. Oh, this! Avatamsaka. Organized Buddhist faith. Is this it? Is that it? Oh, my friend died. That's why I get stressed. Something else, I think. Doesn't seem to have anything else. Was there a fly name? Maybe it's that. Oh, well, it looks like 4 things, so... Womp womp. I now remember a different symbol. Have you considered you might be, you know... I'm joking, I'm joking. Pull in a leg. Pull in your leg. Okay, my kid's wife died, which is not ideal. It's getting married again. Oh, God. He is 27, so... Anyone intelligent or genius or something? Just quick. Okay, fecund. Quick. They're all very old. Okay, he is all 3, so that's good. Sure, marry this English lady, I suppose. Remember a plus symbol, so I thought it symbolized north, east, south, and west for each beast. Huh. I wouldn't know. Oh, my wife died now. Okay, great. End my execution. Oh God, I can't catch a break. Just wanted to unite the Spanish thrones. Oh, I'm out of secrets. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Spaghetti-o. Okay, find a good wife. Duchess Goto Gomezes. Nah, don't think that's gonna happen. Can marry her to someone else. Just me. I'm the only bachelor in my court. Okay, marry that lady. I don't want more kids anyways. I'll just take the wife and with high stewardship. Yeah, just bring a big wife. Big waifu. Call to war? I'm sorry, what? Liberty War? Who the fuck are you? Oh my god, I married into this piece of shit. I have to fight. I'm never fighting there. Never. Are you my ally? You are my ally. Look, have some cash because I'm never going there. Ever. If anything, I'm probably going to divorce her because fucking hell. God, she's a bit ugly as well, isn't she? Oh. Ripperoni. Ah! There we go. Hey, we got everything. We got all of Spain, Iberia. Boom. Let's finish it off. Let's finish it off. Last thing we do today. Which is... Unite the Spanish thrones. A united Spain. Once more, the thrones of Spain have been united under one king. The false monarchs have been decrowned, while proud Castile stands stronger than ever. One day I shall pass from this world and go to heaven. Yet my legacy will remain on Earth forever. They will call me King Fernando, the father of Spain. This is the dawn of a new era. The dawn of the age of Aquarius. That wasn't actually there, but I will say it was. Can I finish? Hostility. No, this is not hostility yet. It's opportunity. 75% of the Zhou County is the capital kingdom. Okay. That was bad. I shouldn't have done that before, I suppose. Never mind. Let's go back. The auguries were poor. See if we can end the struggle before this happens. If not, we'll keep it and save it for next time because, God, we're not doing more tonight. It's bloody hot. Okay, it'll have to be at least one of these. You completely control the region of Iberia. I do, don't I? Is it gonna make me go for Madeira and the Canaries? Surely not. I have Iberia, don't I? It's not highlighting this, is it? No. I do control all of Iberia. Oh, I don't control all of Iberia. The French have this. The French have this! They have Perpignan. Who has it? Emperor Giselbert. Oh, fuck. I can't fight him. I'll have to... Oh. Okay, so we're going to have to release the tributary and then take that one county. That is exceptionally annoying. But we are going to do Castilian dominance. So it's going to have to be that. Oh. Okay. Gonna have to leave it for next time, though. Thank you, everyone, for coming. It was fun. Next time we'll deal with this fiddlesticks of taking Perpignan. It was fun. I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope you had fun during the stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, hello. So yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you for the chats and the comments and the subs and the tweets and the clips and the jokes and the facts and everything else. So bye-bye. Have a good night. Make a Discord. I will make a Discord. I will try to remember this time. It's written down. Bye. See ya. Bye-bye. Bye. Hope the file doesn't get corrupted again. Fingers crossed.